Hi, I'm Joy Nack. I'm a professional storyteller and puppeteer. This all started when I was in college. I enjoyed stories and literature and writing, and I became an English major. And I was also interested in singing and theater and drama. And then I went on to get a teaching credential, and I became a kindergarten teacher. And I taught in the public schools for several years. And while I was teaching kindergarten, I was reading stories from books to the children, and I discovered that I had a love of and talent for storytelling. And so I began doing dramatic performances of the stories instead of just reading them from the book for the children. And I loved this so much, and it caught on so much in my school, that I began to do it for the whole school, not just for my classroom. And I performed for the whole K through 6 kids there at my school. And then we ended up having a storytelling festival. And I was spearheading it because I was the one teacher that really liked doing storytelling. And that was very successful. Storytelling is really valuable for children because it stimulates their imaginations, and it also gives them love for literature and books and the written word. And kids just, they really light up when you do a storytelling performance. And I decided to add to that puppetry. Puppets are visual, and we're a very visual society. And I find when I bring the puppets out and I'm doing my storytelling, the children just light up, and they really respond to the puppets. And it's not only children who respond to storytelling as well as puppetry, but also adults, especially senior citizens. It's very healthy and mentally stimulating for them. A lot of seniors spend time just sitting quietly, not doing anything at all, or watching television. And so there's very little mental stimulation that they're getting. But when a storyteller comes in and a puppeteer, they light up just like the children do. And it's very mentally stimulating for them. I have a friend who's a professional storyteller, and he told me about an experience that he had when he went to a hospital. He was asked to come and do storytelling performances, and they took him into one ward that had Alzheimer patients. And the nurses told him that these were people who were not functioning really at all at this point, and there were several who hadn't spoken for a few years, and they were not responsive to other people. And he came in and he decided to go back to old, traditional, familiar stories that he thought they would know and remember. And as he was telling these stories, the people did remember, and they began saying the repeated language in the stories with him, and it was really kind of an amazing experience. Afterwards, he decided to have individual conversations with them, and they began to tell their own stories to him, things they could remember from their childhoods. And the nurses told him later that some of these people had not spoken at all for a few years. And for some of the nurses, that's the first time they'd ever heard certain people speak. So I thought that was really an amazing thing, that storytelling and puppetry have a lot of value for children and adults beyond just being good entertainment. I'd love to share my storytelling and my puppetry with you.